Hey everyone, it's Sam. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be memory planning the week of New Year's, which is December 27th through January 2nd. First off, Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a healthy and happy New Year and Christmas. And yeah, losing my train of thought. Oh my goodness, already. This kit I am using, it's Metallic Midnight from Glam Planner. It is Silly Studio Art. I love how this turned out. I paired it with some rose gold sparkle from Murdoch Talks and some silver glitter from Planner Choco. I used the confetti and like some New Year's things from Planner Choco. And I love the way it turned out. The amount of sparkle that is on this spread is by far the most beautiful thing I've probably ever seen, ever. Yeah, but while I'm doing the base, I did ask on my Instagram some questions. I usually throw up a box every so often to answer some questions for my plan with me's. And yeah. Wow, this is my second time recording this voiceover. I got like 10 minutes into it and something happened and it stopped recording. So here I am again. But yeah, let's get into the questions that some of the people asked. The first couple questions are from Nicole of Nicole Plans 1. She asked, what is your biggest pet peeve? Non-planner related, it is like chewing with your mouth opened. And then planner related, I think, is rushing through your spreads and also foil pairings. If you know, you know. Then she asked, what is your favorite thing about winter? Like cuddling up, like snuggles, like being wrapped in a blanket with my cats. That's my favorite thing. Not that I don't do it all the time, but I mean, being a little bit chilly, that's key. Her next question is, what are your thoughts on the new Glam Planner kit formats? I am really happy. Being a Luxe user, I think that it was in the right direction, minus the checklist boxes, because I still think that they should go. But I'm very happy with the more patterns. I'm not happy with the fact that now you have to buy the double box scene and the Fashion Girls like separately. Both of them I was okay with purchasing the Fashion Girls separate after the whole debacle, but now that I have to spend more money on the double box is a little annoying. I think more along the lines of the fact that you don't get a freebie with Glam Planner kits, like as an order. Like no orders you get, you don't get any type of freebies. Not that I'm saying that she should, it's just like it was a nice little added thing that you got the large double box as a freebie instead of now spending $2 on it. But that's just my thing. You don't have to do freebies in your orders, which I get. You definitely don't have to. It's just a little frustrating now that you have to spend more money for things that have been free forever. Then she asked, what are your favorite colors to see in planner kits? Anything like dusty blues, dusty pinks, dusty purples. Like this light color blue, actually both bluish colors in this kit are some of my favorites. So like along those lines. Then, yeah, those were the questions from Nicole. The next question is from Planet Fancy. Is it Diana? I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right. She asked, what are your gifts? Gifts. Wow, goals for 2022. To read more and to work out more. Those are my two goals. The next questions are from Jen of Jen Joy Plans. She said, she first asked, what are your thoughts on snow? Haha. First snowfall, beautiful, before anything is on the roads, like people are driving and stuff on it. I just love the first snowfall, and that's about it. I hate shoveling. I hate cleaning off cars. Yeah, but like anytime, like if the snow melts and comes back, any first snowfall of the season, I love. Then she asked, what are you looking forward to in January? Getting into like more reading and stuff and more workout things. So that's probably what I'm most looking forward to. Also snow, to be honest with you, because it hasn't really snowed a lot yet in Pennsylvania. Not where I am anyway. The next questions are from Shay. Also, if I don't finish any of these, I'll do them when I'm doing like the writing in. But the first question she asked, and I laughed, is What is the ugliest planner kit you've ever seen? And because I'd rather just talk about it rather than just keeping it to myself. I honestly think the ugliest planner kit that I've seen, there's probably more, just not coming to mind, but recently, I honestly think it's the SPC January 2022 mystery. To me, it looks like 7 kits like thrown together, the same food box that maybe changes with a couple pieces of food. I think it's just a hodgepodge of things, and I personally, I don't like it. If you love it, I'm happy you do, but I'm glad I'm not subscribed. I'm glad I don't have that one in my hands because I just don't like it. I honestly, I don't think it's cute. I just don't like it. So sorry, but not sorry at the same time. Next question is, which TV show would you want to star in? If it's reality, I would love to be on Big Brother. And then other shows, probably when I was younger, I'd wanted to be on like Full House, like a friend on Full House. But anyway, I'm going to be starting into the day by day, so I'll answer those questions at the end. But in the sidebar, I put a little munchkin from a freebie that says New Year, and I don't like Taylor Swift. I just don't. So, I mean, come at me, hate me if you do. I don't care. I just don't like her. But what's stuck in my head is, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. So I just put feeling 22 in my sidebar, because it is obviously 2022. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of Taylor Swift, so sorry. I am out of focus. There it goes again. On an appointment label, I did use a Papershire Girl to mark that I had a busy day. It was catch up from Christmas week, and I finally caught up on Tuesday, which you'll see, but it was just super busy. On a little thing, I marked with a Benella so that I wasn't feeling well. And then on a patterned fancy label, I used a Once More with Love stickers munchkin that was on a freebie. I actually think the first 3 they came from the same freebie, to be honest. But I marked that I had Caress Press Happy Mail come in this day. It was my February monthly, my large sticker for the front, and my last kit for January, which my January lineup kit is down, is live. Wow. So if you want to go see what other kits I'm using for the month of January, go check out that video. I love the pairing foils that I did for the kits. So definitely go check that out. Moving on to the second half, on a half box, I used a camera icon to mark that I filmed my January kit lineup because I was waiting for that last kit from Caress Press. Then on a little thing, I used a little munchkin with a pencil that came from a freebie. I think it was the anniversary freebie, to mark that I scheduled my collab video, which I'll talk about on Saturday, to go live on January 1st. And then using the phone icon from the foil, I just marked that I called Verizon. Yeah. So moving on to Tuesday, on a pattern piece of washi, I used a Nightingale Paper Co. Winston to mark that I had a migraine. Then on a pattern piece of washi, I did use the grocery script from the kit to mark that I went to Weiss. On a fancy label, I used a Planet Beautiful Sage sticker. Planet Beautiful is no longer opened, but I just wanted to mark that I was doing some planning time. I was catching up on my December spreads to finish them all, which I should have a flip through of the 2021 planner soon. Moving on to the second half, on a patterned half box, I used a little plant from Carly Plans to mark that I repotted 2 plants this day. I don't remember which ones they were. Oh, it was my satin pothos and my Manjula pothos. I'm looking at them right now. On a little thing, I marked that I caught up on all of the work from over the holiday using a laptop icon from the foil. Then I folded my laundry, so I just used a laundry basket from Wild Summer Designs to mark that. And then I used like a little wincing munchkin it was a freebie from SPC from years ago, to mark that my dad bought two $50 scratch off tickets, which I don't know why. Spoiler, he didn't win them on them. But anyway. Moving on to Wednesday, on a third box, I used a Paper Shire Girl to mark that it was a long day. It did rip, so I had to put it down like in 2 pieces, but it doesn't really look like it was even scratched when you look at it. But I just marked that it was a long day. Then on a patterned fancy label, I used a tired vanilla to mark that I was exhausted. And then on a little thing, I used this little vanilla that came on one of the freebies from Paper Shire that I finished my Christmas spread. You'll see those, my Christmas, because I did take a break in filming. You will see those spreads in my flip through. I will like spend a little bit more time on them so y'all can see them. Moving on to the second half, on an appointment label, I used a like Nope Girl from Glam Planner to mark that there was a PayPal disaster. I really don't want to get into it, but I'm just frustrated with the whole situation. Then on a half box, I just used this little like Kirsten Munchkin from SPC to mark that I watched TV. And on a little thing, I used the bed icon from the kit to mark that I just relaxed in bed for this day. Moving on to Thursday, starting off with a half box, I used this Girl from Paper Shire with the phone to mark that I was just getting annoying phone call after annoying phone call from agents that probably honestly should know what they're doing, and they're just calling for nonsense stuff because they don't want to do their jobs. Then on a little thing, I used the box icon from the package icon from the foil to mark that I got the Glam Planner Mystery, the December mystery in the mail that I purchased from a girl off the Facebook group. And then on another little thing, I used a migraine Kisma from Glam Planner to mark that I had a migraine and I was nauseous this day. It was not fun. I thought I was getting sick all over again, which I wish I didn't, thankfully, but it felt like it. It was my late day to work, so on a patterned piece of washi, I used the work script, and I worked from 9:30 to 6 this day. I ran to the bank on my lunch, so on a little thing, I just used the car icon for that. Then on a fancy third box, I used a Happy Munchkin because my dad bought another $50 ticket, but this time he actually won $200. So he won his money back from Tuesday. And I think he's done buying them now because he got it out of his system because he won something. It's still crazy because I would never spend $50. I wouldn't even spend $20 on a ticket, to be honest, or 10. I usually buy 5s, 2s, and like $3 tickets. So yeah, out of my comfort zone of purchasing scratch offs. Moving on to Friday, the 31st. I did work this day from 8 to 11. I didn't mark it though. The first thing I wanted to mark was in a half box that Betty White actually passed away. And I cried. Like, there was some pictures, like memes and stuff going around of like Picture It Heaven 2021, and it was all of the Golden Girls hugging, and like I sobbed because obviously I didn't know her in person, but she was just an icon, and she was 17 days away from her 100th birthday. But I'm hoping Bubba Bear Studios does her like Betty White girl on a freebie or even just on a sheet so I could put that there, but I left it blank for now. After I worked, I did sell my Pink Princess Philodendron. So I met a girl at a local Walmart to drop that off, and I just used a Paper Shire Girl with plants to mark that. On a third box, I used the camera icon to mark that I filmed my base for next week. And spoiler alert, also, it's beautiful. So I'm excited for y'all to see that too. I'm so excited for my January spreads. I love winter spreads the most, I think, out of everything, because it's my, like, fall and winter are my favorites. So winter spreads, like, they're just so beautiful and so, like, wintry. I don't know how to explain it. These next two ones are out of order, but the camera icon is from Olive Studio. On a fancy patterned label, I used the fork and spoon icon from the foil to mark that we made coconut shrimp and steak. The coconut shrimp I made in the new air fryer that we got, which is what I marked next on a little thing with the house icon to mark that I set up the new air fryer. But it actually turned out really well. And then on a salt patterned third box, I just used the little munchkin with little sparklers and its hands to mark that it was New Year's Eve. Then I had to turn it around because I put the wording down too high, so I needed to take it off, and I struggle with this for it was probably like 5-10 minutes in real time, and I had to cut pieces out of it, but yeah, like I'm scraping off the piece that showed. It was a mess, but that is the script from SPC. That's also a goal of mine, to use the scripts that I purchased from SPC during her foil sale. But yeah, moving on to Saturday. Saturday was New Year's Day, so like I said before, Happy New Year. I did use on a patterned piece of washi a Happy New Year munchkin that came on the sampler from like the countdown. I was going to use the countdown, but I was going to put it on the bottom washi, but I didn't, and I kind of don't want to. But I just used that one to mark that. And then on an appointment label, I used this Sleep Late munchkin from a freebie again, to mark that I slept until 10. This is probably the latest I've slept in forever. On a third box, I used a Winston from Nightingale Paper Co. to mark that I went to Lowe's with my mom and dad. Then on a patterned fancy label, I used the YouTube play button from the kit to mark that my Planner Essentials Under $50 collab featuring Nicole of Nicole's Plans, Amy of Amy Ray Plans, Jen of Jen Joy Plans, and Abby of Abby Marie Plans, and she's also Abby Lives Well. On YouTube, we did a Planner Essentials video for like under $50, and I definitely suggest you go check them out. If one, you're starting to plan, or two, you're on a budget, there's some great tips on all of the videos on how to save you some money. And then in a half box, I used another Paper Shire Girl to mark that I got 2 wish list plans. When we went to Lowe's, they had a neon pothos and a neon philodendron, and I was so excited. I got them both because they were on my wish list and I couldn't find them anywhere, so I was so happy that I found them. Then on a Sunday, on a fancy label, I used this little penguin onesie from Once More With Love to mark that I slept in this day. On a patterned third box, I used this little girl from Paper Muse Crafts to mark that I did laundry, and I used the laundry script from the foil. On another quarter box, I used the grocery cart icon from the foil to mark that I went to Weiss. And then for the night, I used on another third box, patterned. I used the asterisk icon from the foil to mark that I pulled stickers for this spread. And I marked that I filmed, because I filmed the base of the, not the base, but the day by day of the spread. So I used the camera icon from the kit. And then in a patterned half box, I used this little Chips munchkin just like lounging around, which again came from the freebie. That 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days was on, SWAT was on, and The Rookie was on. So I watched all 3 of those shows before I went to sleep last night. But that is my entire week. So while I'm going to be filling everything out here, I'm going to finish the next couple of questions that I was asked. Going back to Shay's questions, her next one was describe Ian in 3 words. Ian, if you don't know, is my fiance. We've been together for 8 years now. 3 words: loving, caring, and funny, I think would be the 3 words that I would use. Then she asked, what are 3 things you want to work on in the new year? Building up my character stickers again because I sold them all. My fitness and reading, like I mentioned before. Then the last question I had was from Britt of Planning by B. Also, she's the owner of Olive Studio. She asked, how were your holidays? My holidays were quiet. They were good. Zoe got lots of gifts. She got lots of presents and lots of treats, as she should, as a little puppers. But it was just quiet and it was nice. We don't do anything really spectacular. It's just my family and I and Ian. But that's it. Like, we don't do any kind of family get-togethers anymore with anybody. Our family pretty much like not broke apart because we still talk to some of them, but like we don't do gatherings anymore after my grandparents passed away years ago. So it's nice. It's quiet. It's not hectic, which is great. But thank you all for the questions. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this spread. Again, Happy New Year. And also a goal of mine is to actually film everything. I'm hoping to not get burned out this year, and actually keep track and do a lot of videos and different things. So if there's actually a video that you would love to see from me, please leave a comment down below. I would love to show you. Also, I am using the Succulent Green Cloud this year from Estelle, and I love this color, and I love the texture of it. This is the same texture as the Sunday Morning Cloud, and I love it. And here is my wiggle. As you can wait till you see the wiggle, because it's stunning. Look at how pretty. Oh, it looks so good. But again, Happy New Year's, guys, and I will talk to you in my next video. Oh, also, I put the New Year's Day from SPC like inside the flap because I forgot. I wanted to mark it. But I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.